My name is Caroline LeBar-Lane. I'm a survivor of the flood of 1955. Okay, my husband and I had gone to the movies at what was then the Grand Theater. It's now Pocono Community Theater. And we were seeing the film Mr. Roberts. We got about halfway through and suddenly it went black because the power was gone. We came outdoors to find that the bridge between Stroudsburg and East Stroudsburg had been swept away, along with the power, the telephone lines, the electrical lines. Everything was dark. There was no communication. We tried to get home because at that time we were living in Delaware Water Gap. But since there was no bridge, we tried to find alternate ways to get across the Broadhead and get back to Delaware Water Gap. We went to Marshall's Creek first and tried the paper mill bridge, but we couldn't even get to the bridge. There was a small incline before the bridge itself, and it was already covered with water. We couldn't get near the bridge. So my husband decided to go up to Bushkill and see if he could go up to Milford and across and come back through New Jersey. We got to Bushkill and came around the curve to the bridge, which was a wooden bridge at that time, and it was bouncing up and down on the water. So we decided that we had better not try the bridge. We came back to East Stroudsburg then and spent the night in the car. The next morning there was no power. There was nobody's open. There was no way to get any food or water. We finally found friends that were in East Stroudsburg, and we went to visit them, and they were completely surprised because they lived in East Broad Street, which apparently was serviced by Metropolitan Edison at that time because they had power. The rest of East Stroudsburg was without any. One of my most vivid memories was coming across finally on the third day after we had been listed as missing persons for 2 days. On the third day we were able to get to a telephone at Stokes Mill Road, and we were taken then from East Stroudsburg to Stroudsburg on a motorboat. We had to wear our life rafts, and it was one of the most dangerous trips I think I have ever taken. It was very, very rough just to get across that creek. When we got home, there was such a state of confusion that everyone was listening to everyone else's stories. So that it was pretty much pandemonium everywhere. This was even 3 days after the flood. Everyone was very much upset, concerned, worried, trying to think that we would never, ever get the town back to where it had been originally.